Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to get set up on typing.com, both as a teacher and as a student. So you're going to start off by just going to typing.com, and you should see two logins up in the top corner. We have student login and the teacher login. So as a teacher, you will go here to teacher login, and it's going to allow you to log in with your Google account. The first time you do this, if you're not already signed in with your Google account on the computer, it may ask you to enter in your email and your password. But that's just going to be the same as your current email password or your Google account password. So once you're in, it's fairly easy to set up. You have the option to create classes, add students, view reports, and to work with your account. So we're going to start off with My Classes. You can create a new class. It gives you a default classroom already, so you don't really need to create one if you don't want to. You can use that default. So I created one called Sample Class. And when you click on that, you're going to be able to see the students that add into your class. They have to do that themselves, so I'm going to show you in just a minute how to do that as a student. When I click here to add students, or also up here to add students, this will give you a code to give the students. So you're going to look for the link existing, because even though they don't already have typing.com accounts, they have Google accounts, which they'll use to log in. So you're going to use this link existing, and it gives them a code right here. This code you could copy and paste into a Word document, and they can then copy it into their account. That'd probably be the easiest way. It's a little bit of a longer code, but not a whole lot to it. Once you do have students in your account, in your classroom, you're going to be able to keep track of what they've been doing, how much they've been practicing, what they're currently working on. So I went into the class, I clicked on the student, and it shows me the letters that they've been practicing, the last time they logged in. It also gives the option to look at tests that they've taken and just basic activity of what they've been doing for the last, looks like 30 days. So that's really quick overview of the teacher side of this. So I'm going to log out now and log in as a student. So I'm going to go here to student login. And again, they have the option to log in with their Google account. Their screen is going to look a little bit different because they have lessons, tests, games, skins, which is like what their dashboard's going to look like. So they can customize their own so that it's their own style. So I'm going to go to Account as a student here. And if I scroll down to the bottom, it's going to give me the option to join a class. So what your students will need to do is this is where they're going to type in that code or copy and paste that code from your teacher screen. So they just do that, they'll click Continue, and they should get a drop-down menu that asks them to join your class. So if you only have the one default class, that's the only option that they're going to get. If you do create other classes, they'll have to pick the one you want them in. But it's still a really easy setup on getting them connected to your teacher account. Their actual lessons are going to be here in the Lessons tab. So I'm going to quickly go through this and practice some letters. So it gives them key positions on where their hands should be, and it works them through the home keys first, and then really it does a nice job on demonstrating how they should be keeping their hands on the keyboards. There is a pretty cool function to this that I think will come up in just a minute, but it actually helps those kids that are real visual learners on where they should be keeping their hands. And as you can see with the skins, even my hands change into little bear paws because I'm in my forest skin. So on this screen, you'll see that the letters that it's asking me to type are actually positioned where on the keyboard my fingers should be. So the J's are over here on the right side, on the right home key. My F's are over here on the left. So this is really helpful to help the students keep their eye on the keyboard, but still learn the position of the key by understanding where it falls left or right side. So again, for those visual learners, this is really helpful to keep their eyes up on the screen rather than looking down at the keyboard. So it lets you progress through these different lessons. I'm going to stop the lessons and go back to my home page. And you can also do games and tests. The tests gives you the option of taking a 1 minute, 3 minute, or 5 minute test. The only downfall to this is that the test is comprehensive over all keys. It's not just the keys that they've been working on, but it still gives you an idea of words per minute on how many they have mastered. So again, really quick overview of typing.com, both from the student side and the teacher side.